Hello. Welcome in, everybody. Willow, thank you for the raid. Welcome in, Theron, Willow, Mac. Hope everybody's doing well. Tonight, there's so much to do. Oh boy. There's always more to do. I've got a huge spreadsheet. Really big spreadsheet. But I've got it whittled down significantly since we created it. The most wonderful spreadsheet. It really is a beautiful spreadsheet. It's got colors. That's all you get. So I used to work in a computer shop, and there's so many little different cords. So USB-A is the type of connector that everybody's familiar with. The standard, like it's USB shape. USB-B is kind of a square shape. I always used to call it the printer connector because a lot of modern printers use that for their plug. Not into the computer, that's still USB-A, but USB-B was the side of the cord that would plug into the printer. I don't know why it had to be special and different. Whatever. USB-C is the smaller one that's used on a lot of phone chargers. The Nintendo Switch is basically USB-C. Then you had mini and micro, and I think a handful of others. Micro's awful. I think my Raspberry Pi was a micro USB connector for powering it. Yeah, B's are it's about the same size as a regular USB port, but just kind of boxed up. Kind of if you squished it on the sides a little bit to make it in and stretched it out the other dimension. Kind of a square shape. Yeah, micro is very fragile. Okay, I've got some items on my list bolded. I'm not sure if we're going to do the map tonight, or if that should be kind of a later feature. I got some things that are bolded that I do want to do. One thing I was thinking of, and this is an older idea, is having a boat dock for the river that you can actually, like, after you get through the caves, this is basically the halfway point of chapter 1 as you get through the caves to the other side. Originally, I had it where these logs would, like, you could roll them into the river, and then you'd make a bridge that would give you a shortcut back to the town, or not back to the town, just across the river, so you could get through the cave quicker. But the fact that after this, you basically are at the bridge. Like, you've got 2 screens to go until you get to the other side of this bridge anyway. So it's like, it felt kind of pointless because there's a lot of stuff that you have to fight your way through on this side of the river too. And I wanted it to be like, okay, you finished the mid-boss of the chapter, so now, because you finished the mid-boss, we're gonna give you a shortcut to get back to safety and restock. And then I ended up making it so that, like, well, there's not much to restock for. There's like 2 enemies between here and town now. Like, it's actually safer to just stay on this side of the river. So one idea I'm playing with is have like a boat captain, not like a raft. A raft, let's be honest. My collection, of course, I do have several shoe boxes that are labeled in the closet. I've got one for Ethernet, one for HDMI, one for various audio cables. It's good stuff. And one dedicated for just computer power cords, because that's a very specific thing. Always have plenty of those around. So yeah, I may make it so that after you get to through the mid fight, there's like a raft and you like rescue or something. I don't know. Somehow you allow this stranded boat captain to get his raft back in the water, and that becomes a fast travel. Like he'll take you back to the town, but then it's like, but now you're on the wrong side of the river. Because now you're on the town, and he's not going to go back upstream, is he? No. Why would he do that? So I'm working through that idea. Let's make this. Why does this seem blue? Let's handle deleting save files. How are you gonna delete a save file? I don't want it to be easy to do. I want it to be difficult to accidentally delete it. So you get over here. I don't know what to put over here yet. If anything. Like, I don't really need anything over there. But I left it intentionally so that I could put something there. You mean it? Are you sure? Maybe it'll just be like a hold up. No, it'll be a. We do need a confirmation prompt. Starting the game should be a one button press. So it's not like you dig into the file and then you, instead of selecting play, you hit delete or something. Yeah, it'll be press an awkward button. Is it T is our weird one? I don't want it to be just hold a button, because you could definitely like, oops, I dropped my controller and oh no, the X button is held down and it's deleting my file, no. So I need it to be a press a button, prompt, and that prompt requires a like default is no, I'm not sure, but then it goes to sure. I've got an Are You Sure prompt available that I can use. Confirm exit. It's in the settings menu. So I added a quit to title. So this could be its own little thing here. Confirm exit. Let's make this a scene and have a variant of it. Menus, new folder, confirmation. Confirm menu. Okay, so what we're gonna do. I gotta turn this up for me. Fighting bugs. Lizards everywhere. Double lizards. Okay, I don't want it there. It's not going to be in the sub viewport. I think it'll just be a 2D scene in here. Lizards love eating bugs. Ain't that the truth? Why is it full black here? What's up with that? Yeah, that's not how this is. It's got a texture rect. Oh, that's the initial. Okay, I know what that is. Winter, welcome in. Owl, welcome in. A bug collection. She was big into cicadas when we had those. Doo-doo. Very into bugs. I got a picture of them, like she's got one on her nose and that she's just got a handful. She's got her little Minnie Mouse bicycle with a basket in front that she was just like, oh, there's a cicada, put it in the basket. Oh, there's a cicada, get in there, little buddy. Hey, no, get down, get down. You guys stay in there, don't fight. Okay. I don't love the cicadas. It's like I'll live and let live, but I guess what it is I'm worried I'm gonna crush them, and it's gonna be a terrible, terrible thing for me and them because they seem very crunchy to me. So it's like when they're swarming, I'm like I don't want to walk anywhere because I'm worried I'm gonna get them. Ow. 6 months.
6 months.
6 months. I thought it said subscribe for 41 months, but I don't know. Now I'm not sure. Either way, it's almost a year. So I'm out with her in the cicadas, trying not to move and being just very uncomfortable the whole time. Like, oh, I'm gonna squish one. It's gonna feel gross, and it's not going to enjoy being squished either. But it's inconvenient for me personally. And there's a tree in our front yard, and they're of course all over the tree. And there's one on this little branch that she wants, and she points it out and she wants it. So I reach up and I grab the branch and pull it down so that she can grab it because I don't want to touch it. And then she takes it off the leaf very gingerly. And then I'm like, okay, that went fine. Perfect. And I let go of the branch. And what do you think happens? The branch swings back up and just cicadas just cover the sky. Wonderful. Great. It was wonderful. What a fun time. It was quite the adventure, yeah. Yeah, I'm sure they were close. Cicada? Hardly know her. Okay, so we need to confirm. Okay, so we need to start with the confirm menu being locked. Can't move it initially. Then we need to add a callback. Oh, this one's got the callback, doesn't it? No. The confirm script has the callback right now. Because it's specifically return to main menu, isn't it? Okay, so I can add this code for the connection to the settings menu. I think that'll work. This is the credits theme. That explains it. That's why it's got a little bit of everything. Oh, well then does this even need settings menu now? It doesn't, actually. Okay, good. That makes this easier. So confirm. So the confirm menu is something I made earlier. That's much simpler. We just tell it what to do here. Ba-da-dum. All right, title screen. Okay. Itty bitty secrets. Print, delete. Okay, so now we need to actually get this menu to show up. So we're gonna have, do we have like a tiny button at the bottom? Like a little tiny delete button? I think that kind of makes sense. I could see that. That makes sense. So file menu has its own here. Available item count 4. And oh, it's in a sub viewport. Oh, I can't see it. Delete a file. This doesn't need to be a grid container, does it? No. You press the X in the top right-hand corner. But there, I am going to add an option in controller. That's actually a necessary thing for Steam to consider it controller compatible. And that will be in 0.0.2. There's an actual exit to main menu button in the settings. It's like on console, you don't really need that. Consoles have never had exit game as a software button. You just turn the power off on the console when you're done. I feel like I want a little trash can icon here. Let's make a little trash can icon. Doesn't have to be very big. Okay, so we need to change the code on the file menu slightly to say that there are 5 available items in the menu. And also that the title scene that is looking at the file menu, if selected, index equals 4, then that's the delete button. Else, do this other stuff. All right, new image. Let's say 150, 150. It can be very small. It's just a little icon. The finest trash can. Yes, I'd like your finest trash, please. Great. Looks incredible, if you ask me. We're going to invert. Save that as a PNG into UI trash. Now I need to actually go into that and grab it and add it to main menu. Oh, wait, no. It goes into title screen. Okay, then here we add a texture rectangle. We are going to modulate that. Incredible. We're gonna say keep aspect. And we're gonna load this into an HBox container. So they go side by side. And I think we're gonna want this not. Yeah, that might be good. That looks pretty good right there. Container size, it's fine. That looks good to me. I do think this one needs to have a slightly different color, though. A little reddish hue to it to indicate that it's something particularly different. That looks great. Okay, so in the script now, if selected index equals 4, just pass. All right, let's see if that... I think something's going to be cut off on the bottom, the way that this is set up. It's going to be a little bit cut off. It's going to be a lot cut off. Wow. Right. Huh. Yeah, that'll do it. Because it's a VBox container. So that's why it moved that way. Okay, so I just need to move this whole thing. Why did I put this in a scroll container anyway? Makes no sense. Let's just move it. Okay, there we go. That looks better. Still not great. So what's our problem there? It's that the sub viewport, yeah, it's going to be cut off at the bottom. So what I need to do is duplicate. Call that delete. We'll fix the positioning here in a bit. Okay, yeah, we can bring, I guess, all of these up, right? How's that looking? And that should just print. That did not print. It was supposed to print. Whenever I said to print that. Right here. How about I just say print selected index? Well, now it's saying print 4. Oh, no, I didn't say print. Okay, well, that makes sense. All right, cool. Then that's done. That's working. Good, good, good. What do we want it to do? We want it to... Next, we want you to be able to select an item to delete. Ah. Is this really the way to do it? I mean, maybe. I could reveal a trash can just off screen. How does this work? Menu locked. Target menu index. Current menu index. Ah, camera X. There it is. So what if we did a menu 3 that was like a little bit further to the right? Maybe just a tiny bit further to the right. This is a silly idea of recycling this menu, but I think I've got a plan. It's formulating. Just go with the vibe. Doesn't like that. Doesn't like that at all. It's file menu again. Try again. This is extra silly. Have that in here twice. Yeah. Okay, so that was too far, but that is the general idea. Is it's going to scoot to the side a little bit. Let's say 22. Nope, further. 21. Ah, see, now I want to rotate it. Let's rotate it slightly. Ooh. Degrees to radians, 10. Other way, -10. Okay, that's pretty good. Like a little bit further. Okay, that works, that works. Okay, and then replace this variable. We are. Nice. Well, let's go a little bit more rotatey. Rotatey potatey. There we go, that was pretty good. And I'm gonna have a little trash can here. Let's make one right now. And let's put the save icon in there. Let's make an open trash can and throw a save disk in there. What's a trash can look like? Not Y. Oh, this is actually doing checkerboard. I don't actually want checkerboard, as it turns out. I want a different deselect. It's not... how do you... when are you gonna be able to play this demo? I'm thinking this weekend. I'm trying to get like as much as humanly possible in here, but we're gonna see what happens with that. So I could do this. Hang on. Blender, cylinder, deselect, every other. For the line. Oh yeah, I select the lines. That's how. I figured it out. It's fine. That doesn't work, huh? How does this work? Shift selects around. Control select selects all the way to it. Okay, what about this? Do this. Then checker deselect. Yeah. And then scale. Is it Control Y? No. Is it Shift Y? Oh, Z. I gotta remember which dimension I'm working in here. Okay, I got it. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. Alt select. Extrude, scale slightly. Grab these, checker deselect, scale, Shift C. Boom. Incredible. Inset. Extrude down. Doesn't have to go far. Incredible. Handle or not to handle? Yes, I guess we can do a handle. A handle. In the game, I mean, I guess it has to be now, doesn't it? Looks good to me. So true. So true. Shift P to parent. No, not Control P. I thought it was Shift P. Thank you for the follow. All follows are anonymous. We are making serious garbage tonight. How do you parent? What is? I could have sworn it was Shift P. It is Control P. I think deep down I was worried that was going to make it print. There we go. Ta-da! Trash. All right. Let's save that. Trash can. And also, let's export it as a GLB. Art, Blender, outdoors decor. Whoops. I double-clicked it instead of clicking and dragging it. Okay, now we want to make a new scene from that. First off, let's grab one of our metallic textures. Oh, that looks real good there. That doesn't look as good. That looks a little bit better. That looks great to me. But we're not done. We have our floppy. Let's stuff it in there. Oh, let's stuff a bunch of them in there. Here, hide this for now. I'm gonna load this thing up. Without seriously clipping too much. I'm sure there's a way to like automate this. Like with a physics sim of some sort. Looks good, looks good. That's fun. That's fun. I like it. Perfect. All right. Save this. This goes into our title scene as trash can. This is a dumb little detail, but that's what we need, right? We need our game to be full of dumb little details. That's what separates a good game from a great game. That is huge. Xbox huge. That's probably good. Okay. How's that look? Get rid of the blender scene. Oh, you can see it still. We need to scoot it a little bit over. Still see the shadow, but it's probably not a huge deal. Let's rotate it this way, move it up over here, move it back a bit. Is that better? It's like not quite. I think that's probably a little bit better. Okay, so when you are on this menu, selecting a save will not start the game, but will instead delete that. Well, no, then it will create a confirmation window. So we need to have a special on select file. If selected index is 4, switch to menu 3. Except we're not really switching to menu 3. Current menu index. If current menu index equals 1, which is game start, I believe. Yeah, file menu. If it's 1, then switch to menu 3. If it is already 3, then switch to menu 1. So that's going to be our toggle back and forth. That means that also when you switch to menu 3, we want to also change the color. Or no, we want to change the text of our little file menu thing, which is deep down in here. Well, how are we going to do that? File menu. Delete text. File menu, nope. Title scene. Delete file label. File menu. File menu / control. That should be it. So that is a label. 2D. Is that oh no, just a label, I guess. Okay, so then delete file label dot text equals cancel. Or delete a file. Let's try that. Oh, I think I mixed it up. If the menu is currently menu 1, which is file menu, then, yeah, then that. Switch to menu 3. Go ahead and print the selected index. It's always for print current menu index then. 1, 1, 1, 1. It's always 1. Because this should be else if. Cancel. Delete file, cancel. Delete a file, cancel. Delete a file, cancel. Delete a file, cancel. Okay, but full on cancel. Should not do that. That is cancel callback. For the file menu, should be dependent. And it should be based on current menu. Normal means switch to menu 0. And is switch to menu 1. Okay. We're just gonna pick apart this little bit by little bit. Delete a file, cancel. Delete a file, cancel. Delete a file, cancel. Okay, and now when you choose a file, we're not going to start menu, we're going to do something different. So that is where we come into on file select. If current menu is 1, then yes. Then we do want to start the game. But if it's not, we're actually going to delete the file. And by delete the file, I mean we're going to prompt for confirmation. And we've done that before on settings menu. We have to unlock it and make it visible. Now it's going to say the wrong thing here, and that's fine. Also, we need to lock the current menu as well. So this is not going to be switched to menu. So we're going to take our current menu, which is the file menu, and lock it when that happens. Let's see if that works. We're going to just make sure that we can get a pop-up. Delete a file. No, we do not. Why is that? Because confirm menu was just had a selection made. That's not true though. I guess I don't want this. But I'm very interested what you're saying I selected there, because I did not make a selection. I feel like this one needs some kind of delay before the menu is actually usable, before it's actually unlocked. Oh, right. Okay. That's on me. So let's actually do that. Why not? Confirm menu will not become unlocked until a fifth of a second has passed. Okay, game comes up, start, complete file. Hey, okay, it comes up. A little bit to the side, but I'm okay with that. All right, now this particular confirmation, we're gonna edit the actual text that comes up. Are you sure you want to delete this file? This cannot be undone. Yes, delete it. There we go. That's gonna be a little bit better. And then I need to actually get the confirmation. We're gonna print I when it comes around. Nice. We got the delete option, and we got a proper cancel out of that. That's great. That's great. Okay. So when we actually delete it, I actually need to build the logic for deleting a save file. We don't have that. Save handler. How does this work? Get file name for slot. If save file equals null. So it's probably file access. So we say func delete game for file slot. We grab the file name, and then I'm assuming there's like a file access dot delete. No? What is there available on file access? File access open, read write, write. Is there no delete? Godot delete file. Where is it? Directory access. Oh. Not file access. Remove absolute. What is that? Currently it's the target file for remove. What's... Huh. This target directory is not empty. Operation will fail. If you don't want to delete the file permanently, OS move to trash. I mean, that's an option, isn't it now? That's probably a really good way to do it, at least for the debug of the game, isn't it? Someone's going to delete a file they didn't mean to, or the code's going to go rogue and delete something I didn't want it to. I should probably check to confirm that there is a file there. How do I check, Godot? Oh wait, I think that's file access dot exists. File exists, yeah. So I can say, if it exists, then get rid of it. And then return whether or not it existed. All right, that looks good. So let's add this a little to-do. Yeah, we do need to save that, change that out. So this is save handler dot. Do we have save handler available? Where does save game happen? Save zone has a save handler. Huh. And the save file has a save handler. That makes sense. So I guess we just need to throw a save handler on this, somewhere on this. Not on settings menu, not on the file menu. Although, I could do it on the file menu, couldn't I? File menu dot get save file object. And then save file container. Grabs one of these save file objects. That's the VBox, yeah. So that grabs this. This seems unnecessarily difficult. Hello? Music is cutting in and out. What up, gamers? Hey, Bach. We're adding file deletion, because it's going to be a thing, you know? Going to run into that. Title scene, delete. Let's add a save handler to that. Well, that's silly, isn't it? I should just make an actual save handler here. Just attach the script to it. And then say save handler dot delete game. And then the slot is going to be how do we get the current slot? How do we get the current slot? Files container? What's that? Yeah, files container dot current select index. I think. Oh no, no, select index. Oh no, 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 no. File container dot file container, file menu, dot, current select index. Now that's the index. And these are done on index, I believe. I just need to keep this window like partially up or something. Wasn't sure if that was my kid or the music. Confirm. If you hit yes, that's gonna say confirm menu. I guess either way, it needs to do these things, doesn't it? But then I also need to refresh the files container somehow. How do I do that? Fuck! So I need refresh file view, which is going to, I guess, something. Because, like, when these load, yeah, it's on ready is when these load. These save files load. So I guess file menu needs to do this work. Which means this needs to be a pass-through. Or I can just say file menu dot this thing. Like that. Get rid of this. Okay, so file menu, on the other hand, is going to have to reload these objects. So it's going to take the save file container, and I guess it's going to delete the first 4 elements. Let's see here. Grab our files and print our files. Went to a concert yesterday. That's fun. I want to see 4 nodes getting printed. So then I'm going to remove them and sort of recreate them and prepend them. Nice, nice. Not my thing, but still cool. Okay, did that print? Yes, that did print. Oh, good, good. Option.scale. Okay, so options needs to be regenerated. Okay, so options is the nodes. Oh, well, I can just do that. So true. Delete it. But then Save file. Am I dabbing or daubing? The age-old question. Okay, so that's going to queue free. Instantiate a new record. How does this work? Maybe instead though, this is probably a much better idea. Save file can just have a refresh. Which just does this. So we're basically just calling the onReady function again. Rematch. Don't know anything about it. Well, a little dab will do ya. Okay, so now we can call option.refresh. Okay, I think that'll work. Let's see if that works. All right, delete a file, delete this one. Yes, and it failed because refresh doesn't exist. Options is not what you think it is. Wow. Options is not what I thought it was. Options is the children of the file menu. I thought it was the children of save file container. That should probably work. This is Pikmin? No, this is Yoshi's Story from the N64. That's the original piece. This is the Mario Kart World remix of it. Yoshi's Story was pretty weird. It did not... It might have deleted the file, but it didn't refresh anything. That did not get refreshed. I don't see a file getting actually deleted here. So I told it to delete game. Oh, now this is a bop. File menu dot refresh file view. So that's calling file menu dot refresh file view, which is saying in the file menu, save file container. Is that get child 1 2 3 4? Refresh it, and that does have a refresh call. Let's just print our file index. We're not storing the different save files in one big save file object. They're each in their own separate system file. Okay. Yeah, that did say that it was trying to delete save 0.save. Let me see if I can figure out where that goes. That's probably... Where would I say? I'd say user data or app data. Is there a Godot folder in here? There is a Godot folder. That's not it. Let's try local low. Nope. Let's try roaming. App user data. There's the save file. Why is it still here? Why is my save file still here, guys? OS move to trash. It does return an error if it fails. Oh, you probably can't use user slash. Oh wait, no, this is using user. Ah, but it's also doing this specifically. All right, well, let's surround it in that. That is probably what was going on. Hey, there we go. And it went into the recycling bin. Heck yeah. Okay. I'll move it back. Nice. We got it. Is that feature complete? I think so. I guess we should do direct access.remove. It can be relative or absolute path. Interesting. Okay. Oh. Cannot call non-static function remove on the class direct access. What do you mean? Do I have to do... Why not? Cannot call the non-static function remove. Oh, wait, so do I need to do direct access dot... Do I need to instantiate direct access? Make an instance. Doesn't sound... No, it can't be constructed. Ah, remove absolute is what I want, apparently. Weird. I guess we gotta test it, though. You gotta test these things. I did make a copy, right? All right. Delete it. No. Delete it. Yes. It's gone. There we go. I think my confirm code, I would like to add a little bit of an extra something or other. Somewhere on this. I think I want to make this just a default behavior. Where do I put it? Does base menu have a cancel? Handle cancel input. Cancel callback. Okay. So we'll just say that this has a cancel callback. Which is going to be equivalent to selecting selection made of current select index 0, which is your no option, so that you can just cancel out of it with the cancel button instead of having to select no. And that way it'll apply to anywhere that this little confirmation box is used. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Confirm visible. Ah, I know why. Do I know why? Delete after cancel defaults to true. So it doesn't delete the menu. Menu still exists. What else? Oh, yes. We need to make it so that you can't select delete on a new file. Right? Probably? It's probably fine. I'm okay if you want to delete a new file. It's weird, but go for it. I think that would be good right there. Move it a little to the side in that open area. Yeah, and the extra advantage here is you can actually see which file you're deleting. Let's move it a little bit further even. Too far. That looks good. Right there. Trash can closer. Yeah. Love it. Okay. Mark that one as done. What does .bind do? I don't know if you're familiar with like Lambda functions. You don't normally have to use it unless you're building something in a specific way. So normally when you run a function, it just runs that function. So let's get some room here. So if you just had your function here, number param, print number param plus 1. Okay, so we got a function here, and when we call it, so we'll just call my awesome function with 3. What that'll do is this main function will print 4, and that's it. However, one thing you can do is instead of calling the function, you can bind it. Now, what does that do? It kind of wraps up that call as like, it's like loading it up into a slingshot or putting it in an envelope. So it's ready to call the function. And now you have this variable that you can pass around to other functions. You can put in lists. Hey, this is the Dobbs work zone. You can put it in lists, you can pass it to functions, store it as a variable, whatever you want. And then whenever you want to actually say, hey, whatever function that was, it's time to call it, you just do boundfunc.call. And the handy thing is that sometimes you want to pass a function call around. Specifically in my case, making an RPG, I have a ton of cases where I'm passing functions around as big lists of things to do, like battle events. It's like my list of things that are going to happen in battle and in what order. It's like, all right, player turn. And then when that's done, take it off the list and call the next function of enemy turn. And then when that's done, take it off the list and call the next function, which is tick the status effects down, and all this other stuff. Oh no, a thing. How does this keep happening? Yeah, no problem. Bound functions are common in a lot of programming languages. I've used them a ton in JavaScript. But again, it's something that you don't usually have to deal with unless you've got a specific idea in your mind of how you want to approach a problem. Anything that you can do with bound functions, you can usually do it in other ways, but it just works for me. What do you mean it didn't send the file? That looks like it. I don't know how I'm gonna make this happen. It doesn't loop. Here you go, Turtle. This is from an anonymous source. There you go. Hope you enjoyed that. All right, that's one more item off of the to-do list. Invasion of privacy, Willow. Invasion of privacy. Okay. I've grouped some of the to-do list items because they're technically only one item. I've got 4 different things that are all about Cat getting stuck. And since that was also a thing that kind of happens in Thousand Year Door, I'm not hugely worried about it. Partners have dumb follow the player AI, and if they get stuck, it's fine because they'll just warp to you. So I'm putting that as very minor, like very low priority. Like the dancing Tupu video, it's just gonna loop infinitely. Tooltips, well, not tooltips, but like little pop-ups explaining what each move does in more detail is a big one, because a lot of people were confused. I had a whole category of the reports that I just listed as confusion, where people just didn't understand how something worked. A lot of those are because we don't have a tutorial yet, because you're starting like 30 minutes into the game. When you start the demo, that's like 30 minutes in to where the game will actually start. So you will have missed like the combat tutorial and the basic explanation of how modules work. But that said, there was a lot of confusion about the different moves and who they can hit. Like that a lot of moves can only hit the first unit, and a lot of moves can hit anybody. But the game doesn't explicitly tell you yet. Let's see here. Nothing in the game lets you know about blocking. That's going to be solved in a combat tutorial. Yeah, lots of these are just, I want a tutorial about X. And those are kind of going to be covered, which brings us down to this bottom half of the items. Instant dialogue. Instant dialogue skip to the end. That's a big one. We want that. We do want that. Okay. I don't know how TTYD does it. I don't have my Switch up here to confirm it, but I do know how Bug Fables does it. Bug Fables does not have a hold the button to make the text go faster. Bug Fables just has a, as soon as you tap the continue button, it jumps to the end. Which is fine. I may make it so that the confirm button, like the jump button, will do fast forward, but the cancel button will skip to the end. I think that's the play there. So normally we do this advance by yeah, so what we could do is if you say cancel, then advance by times equals, we're gonna say if action just pressed, then just go 4,000 frames worth of, like that should cover everything, right? I'm sure there's gonna be some cases where I don't wanna let you do it, but this should be fine for now. Let's find someone that we can talk to. Let's talk to a character and see if this works. Now that does mean that people are gonna be tapping back and forth between, you know, A and B to fast forward text, and I think that's fine. That's fine. All right, so let's see. Someone who's got a lot to say. You. Hey, boom, got it in one. Well, that one was easy. Too easy. I need to get rid of these double question marks. They do weird things to the dialogue box. Okay. Easy. Ah, yes. This would be a really nice one. I can figure out how to do it. Cuttable grass. Zelda style. Grass that we can just chop up and maybe you get a little money. Maybe you get a little gold washer. How do we handle the respawns, though? Exactly. Encounter manager. Is that the one that deals with this? Yes, finished battles. It looks for the actor path. So similarly, we could have a list that keeps track of cut pieces of grass and stores it for every X number of scenes so that you can't just go back and forth between two scenes to farm. And it'll more just be a, as you pass through. Very intense soundtrack on the code. I gotta say, the actual game soundtrack was made by another guy in the community, and it's actually really fun. I've had a playlist going of that for, gosh, we've probably been listening to that on stream for like 2 months. And then Mario Kart came out, and I was like, I want to hear this soundtrack because I don't have the game, and I like Nintendo games, so we're gonna listen to it. And it's been a fun soundtrack to listen to. All right, we can delete these tabs about Blender. We got everything figured out there. Tall grass. Everyone loves cutting down tall grass, right? Right. This will not be placed with a multi-mesh. We can't go as crazy with it as we did with this grass. So it'll be kind of like this grass, but a little bit taller and a little bit more obviously interactable, I think. Is this great? We can't shake these bushes yet. Okay, I need to turn on... I need to make these bushes shaky. Oh, this is fun. I guess they don't have to be shaky. We'll figure it out. Okay. So I think we've got a pretty solid plan for how we're gonna track and make sure that they don't immediately respawn. Ooh. Oh. I love it when they bring in the horns. I assume it's because I was a trumpet player growing up. I was one of those. Let's see here. Where is this gonna live? Shady bush is in a standard. Okay, so I need to have... Maybe it's shared 01. Alright, so we'll add a new folder in here. Cut grass. Now, how are we gonna do this? It's 3D scene, obviously. Like, do we just make it slightly larger? Let's put it in town here. Like, do we make it like a slightly larger one of these? Optionally with an outline? Where's our grass texture? A little shrub. Grass tuft. There it is, tuft. But where does grassy block text through? No, what? What is? Okay, hang on. Where does this grass? No, not this grass. The gardener, the multi-mesh. Okay, so I gotta go to that, and then I have to click on arborist. Or maybe I can look at multi-mesh? No, I cannot. It is magic. Okay. How do I view it? I don't even remember how this add-on works. Octree Manager. That's super weird. It doesn't, it's not gardening. It's not letting me garden. What happened? What happened to that? I'm just looking for the tuft. Grass, shrub? Oh, maybe it's shrub. It is shrub. Okay, never mind. We're not using that. We're just gonna make one. We're just gonna make a fresh one. It'll look a little different. Do we want an outline? Do we want a nice thick outline or not? I'll probably do this with a Sprite 3D. Hudson, thank you for 54 months. That's...
Have some passive income.
That's almost a year. How you doing, Hudson? Thank you for the money. It's so close to a year. We're almost there. 54 months is a heck of a long time. Oh, maybe it should kind of do one of these. Maybe. Maybe. Looks a little bit silly, but like, I don't know, maybe? Maybe? We'll try it a few different ways, I think. Never, never. Like, is that... Is this... Or is it this? I don't know. Liquid grass. Like, this one's kind of fun because it looks like little strips of paper. I should make it look like little strips of paper. Should I make it look like... We haven't been going hard on, like, actual paper. Could... Well... That's tricky. That's tricky, isn't it? It's certainly doable. But I feel like it's gonna be a performance thing for not a huge game. All right, take this. Texturing tuft. Texturing tuft. Oops. We're gonna try this and see if it's gonna work for us. So we want to have a sprite 3D. It's gonna be significantly smaller than that. We're gonna modulate it. Great. Looks cool. It's too big, but... Cuttable grass. That's way too big, of course. Well, not way too big. I decided I'm gonna put off the map. So we can push for 0.0.2. Let's see how that looks for us. Oh, we could add a shader on this to make it kind of sway a little bit. I'm fine with you just kind of popping through it, really. So the idea is that you can cut it, and it'll... You know what? I think we are going to make it bigger after all. So you can really hide some things in there. So an enemy could be hiding behind it, and you would be none the wiser. Also, let's do a little bit of this. Maybe? Does that really add that much? It's like, it's not, it doesn't add much, I'll be honest. That doesn't feel like that would be... Oh yeah, plan is totally gone. Alright, it's gonna have a script. And it's gonna have a collision area. An interact zone. It's gonna be some kind of interact thing. How do we do interact? What's an example of wobble interact? Shaky bush. Okay, it's got to be on the area. So we need an interact zone. It needs to have a leaf pile sound. That's great. Collision shape. Can't quite see it there. Oh my gosh, it's Jeff. Welcome in, man. Function list on the right, that is an add-on called Script IDE, I think. It's okay. I've been trying it out and I haven't bothered to get rid of it, so it's good enough, I guess. Why can't I see this? Chip, welcome in. It's going good. Working towards 0.0.2. Officially added the ability to delete save files in the game. I put out my demo, just a little private test earlier this week, and got well over 100 items added to my to-do list. Currently, we're down to maybe like 20-ish that I'm actually gonna do, at least. But it's good. No, I'm excited. I'm excited about it. I need to see if this is gonna work. I need code like this, but not this. Interact. Not these. Definitely not treasure. No treasure state. Nothing here, nothing here, nothing here, nothing here. None of these. Pass on this. All I want to do is get a sound to play for now. Because I need to confirm that this is actually hitting. Oh, and then get rid of this and replace it with this. And I think that's all we need. Let's see if we get some sound here. Oh, you were playing Terraria, weren't you? I never really got into it. Oh, script inherits from... What? What did I put it on? There we go. Okay. Finally adding cuttable grass, because things to just run around and do are fun. I don't hear a thing. I don't hear a thing here. What's the shape of this? Really wide. I don't see it at all. Just do new box shape. Do I have the gizmos turned off or something? View gizmos. There it is. Okay, now we can see it. That's probably good. If I can't hear the sound, it could just be because I can't hear anything. In which case, we can just very easily add a print test. It did print. Okay. It is doing it. Oh, I don't have it attached there. Okay, so maybe now it works to do that. So the idea is that it'll either we do a particle effect that just, or there we go. We either do a particle effect or some hand-drawn something or other. Let's just make a little particle effect. How about that? Everybody loves particle effects. Draw pass. Plane. Material. Albedo. Grin. Shading, unshaded. Face Z. It's still not the right color. That'll work. Oh my gosh, a new Clips leaderboard. Congratulations, Mac. I've never seen that pop up before. Great, cool. Let's see. I want this to be like little shreds of shredded bits of grass flying every which way. Do I want outlines? I could do outlines with it if I do a pass 2. Right? Let's see. Copy this, paste this, make it unique. Material, same but black. And then the how do we do this again? It's been a while. Well, welcome in. Thank you for the raid. Come on in, everybody. Look at this grass. Look at this beautiful grass. Wow. Hello. What's a raid? There's one in every raid. Hi everybody. I'm working on a 1,000 Year Door style game, Paper Mario, because I love that game, and I'm gonna make my own because there's not enough in that genre. We're making cuttable grass. It's gonna be good. For everyone coming in, my name is Dobbs. I make video games, not like for a living. This is a hobby. There we go. This is my video game. Whee! This is not finished. This part is not. This random black square is not finished. You've been lurking half hour or so. Nice. Well, I appreciate that. Lurkers are the lifeblood of Twitch. I've been working on this for close to a year now. It is, if you've played the old Paper Marios, it's that. It is basically that, with a little bit of extra twists and turns. Oh, this is a terrible setup. Yeah. So this has been since last summer. Oh, that was great. Yeah, we got fun transitions. We got all the classics. Eat grass. Blocked. Get blocked, nerd. This will not be available for like, oh, good timing. This will not be available for like 4 years, but I'm gonna have a demo by the end of the summer. Guarantee it. I guarantee it. Throw a tennis ball at him. So yeah, this is what I've been doing with my life for a year. It's dead. Can you keep those debug items? I mean, they'll technically be in the files for a long time. Yes, I did all the art, all the coding. The thing I didn't do is the music, which someone in the community is a talented musician, and I've been giving them probably overly specific details on exactly what every song should sound like. There's a handful that I did right, but I had him port them into better instrumentation so that it's not just MIDI. But yeah, it's a fun game. Fast forward. Got a little debug fast forward key just for that, just for special occasions. So yeah, that's it. That's my game. Vo, are you doing game dev or other software stuff? There's Big Pig over here. Game dev, excellent. Godot, yes. Godot is the one, yes. You gotta go for, Godot, and I can't make it work. Yeah, I do know that a lot of people are specifically looking for Godot because it's a fun. Okay, there you go. Yeah, you know what? I feel like that works better in text than spoken aloud. Probably. So the idea is there's going to be like 8 chapters to the game. I have finished chapter 1, and now it's polishing. Lots of polishing so that we can get a Steam demo out. And then I'm going to spend 4 years building the next 7 chapters and a prologue, and probably some post-game. And if that all goes well, then we'll have a video game. Joe Adventure Game. Oh, nice. I've only released one game on Steam before, and it was a much smaller undertaking that I was much less proud of. But I needed something to get familiar with the process for when I actually do a real game, which is this one. This is my real game. This is the game I've been wanting to make for a long time and have never felt like I had the skill set. But now I do. how do I do this? Hang on. How does this one work? Draw passes 2. Is it the material? Shading, transparency, render priority, I bet. I bet it's render priority. 0 versus -1. Okay, there you go. -1. Oh my gosh, more rating. Welcome in, Gamion. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Welcome in. I am the most popular streamer. That's so true. Thank you for the raid. I was just telling our previous raider, Voyeur, about the game. So you're just in time. I'm making it a Paper Mario like, but not one of the new Paper Mario likes. I don't like them as much. They're not RPGs anymore. They're puzzle games now. There, I said it. I said it. Okay, so what I need to move some things around, I think. Okay, so this one will be the dark. So it's render priority I'm looking for. And also I can adjust the size. I thought render priority would do it. Okay, gotcha. No, I get it. Bug Fables, also a major inspiration. I actually reinstalled it just to check how they did certain things, and I feel like I'm really trying to make Bug Fables my oh well, if Bug Fables did it this way, I'm gonna do it a little bit better. That said, they were a bigger team and they had like actual funding. I'm doing this in my free time. Yeah, I'm gonna make them my official rival. Okay, actually, I think that is that what it needs to be? Why is it stuck there? Because I haven't created the process material yet, that's why. I'm still getting Z fighting there. Still getting Z fighting. Online multiplayer sports brawler in your free time. Oh yeah. Okay, I did the nerdiest thing a few months ago because I kept take my strategy. Use this strategy because this is dumb but it works. Thank you for the follow. All follows are anonymous. Okay, let's say that you don't stream every night. You know, let's say your schedule's like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday or something. What you do, the nights that you are done streaming, okay, and you don't have anybody to raid, and you're like, well, no raid tonight, that's okay. What you do, you end stream, and you get on twitch.tv, and you look at the game dev category, and at that moment, the moment that you're normally ending stream, you make a list, you like copy paste from the page of game dev streamers. Maybe if you're me, you make a little JavaScript snippet that will scrape the data from the web page. You grab the list of all the people that are streaming at that moment, and then you go through and you compare with their streaming schedule to see if they're like a regular streamer that they always stream on that day. And then you also make note in a spreadsheet, let's say you make a spreadsheet and you keep track of, you know, what kind of project they're working on, what technologies they're using, what things they kind of seem to be specializing in. And you check a few of their VODs and you creep on all this stuff, and you do that for like 20 people, and now you have a spreadsheet of people who stream at the time that you are ending and who are doing things you're interested in. So that in the heat of the moment, because your brain can't make good decisions off the cuff, you instead have a spreadsheet to consult. Yeah, you get in the zone. Sounds like stalking. No. It's fine. No, we made friends that way. That's how we met Imperatus and Epic Photon. Did we meet anybody? We met a handful of other people that Small Block Boy. 3 people that we regularly raid now. Was all because I was looking for people who were on at the same time I was ending. A custom viewer solution. That's just me. It is just me. Thank you for the follow. All follows are still anonymous. Why is this render order the way it is? Show me this again. How did this work? 2 draw passes. 2 materials, one with a render priority of -1, and the brighter one with a render priority of 0. In that order, 2 passes. Did I have to do anything weird with the material? These were 3D, admittedly. Yeah, I got that little outline. Usually in stream at this time. I usually stream until about... Absolute cutoff is 15 minutes from now. But I usually try to end around now-ish to do a raid so that I can hang out and talk with whoever I'm raiding into. So, there you go. Why is this the way it is? What's happening here? This is render priority -1. And this one is render priority 0. So it should... Why is it Z fighting then? I thought that it would not do that. What if I go even higher render? No, okay, no luck. All right, get rid of the gravity. That's not helping. That's not helping right now. Stop accelerating. Particle process, accelerations, gravity, 0. Okay. So yeah, we are getting Z fighting. Later targets on maybe. Well, you know what? If you're ever interested in coming in and seeing what we're working on, we'd love to have you. Almost always, at least for the past year, with some minor exceptions, it's been game dev. Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. The major exception was Factorio. When Factorio 2.0 released, we got the Space Age DLC, had a little multiplayer time. Was there any other major stuff? Not really. Not really any other major stuff as of late. Oh wait, Slay the Spire for a little bit. Don't look at my games. Most recent games. Oh, Subnautica. Subnautica was the other one. Upcoming games I'm gonna actually play though. I'm gonna do Silk Song. I'm 100% gonna do Silk Song. And Big Boy Games made Starground that's gonna be releasing 1.0 towards the end of the year, maybe beginning of next year. And I've got a handful of people. It's a Factorio-esque game. So we'll do a playthrough of that when it releases. I'm excited for that. But yeah, Silk Song is going to consume me for like a month. It's at Doki Doki Literature Club. I do have Doki Doki Literature Club, but not on Steam. I have a free copy from Epic, and I'm never going to play it. I'm never going to play it. Now, admittedly, some of those psychological horror games I do like. I never played it, but I watched a lot of playthroughs of Slay the Princess. And that was trippy. I loved it. It was horrible, and I was always wincing Like the whole time that game, I was just on the edge of my seat, just like, oh no, oh no. Kind of like, I don't want to watch this, but I can't look away. It's so good at making me feel uncomfortable. But it's not really a traditional game so much as a sort of choose your own adventure kind of story. Oh, but it's so like, really gets under your skin. It's a game that makes you feel things against your will. Why is it because it's in a plane? No, that doesn't make any sense. This worked fine for, what if we make it a box? What if I make it a box? Oh, it's a big box. 0.1. New standard material, and then render priority -1. And then copy, paste, make unique. And then the albedo on this one, just any color, doesn't matter. And then slightly smaller. No, that's so weird that the sphere worked. Darren, thank you for the lizards. So I've got this effect here. Is it just purely random luck that this works? Oh, it might be. Is there anything else going on in this, like the AAB or something? Like it's drawing in front magically. So the render priority should be the only thing. Unshaded. Maybe it's because unshaded. Maybe because transparency alpha? I would not expect that to matter. But let's give it a go. So mess with the material, turn transparency on. Oh, yeah. That's it. There it is. Okay. So we should be able to go back to a plane now. Okay. Whew. Can I just back forward. Okay. It was transparency, apparently. Unexpected, but I'll take it. Transparency. Oh, there we go. That's what I wanted. It's a poor man's cell shader. Okay, 0.1. No. There we go. Look at that. Beautiful. Are we gonna do no culling? Okay, so that's going to be our draw. And then we're just going to throw these into the air, I guess. Spawn angle. Spawn angle, hello? Velocity. Direction 1. Initial speed. We're actually going to slow gravity down. Or dampening. Something like that. Something like that. I need it to spin. I thought angle would... Animated velocity. Angular velocity. Is that just... I don't know what that's doing. Oh, velocity curve, maybe. Not seeing a whole lot of radial velocity, maybe? Oh, yeah. No, I want it to twist. Display. Animation. No. Want this to be initial spawn angle, I thought. Okay, that's not what I wanted. Orbit velocity? What is orbit velocity doing? Oh, it is actually orbiting. Okay, don't want that. Radial acceleration. What does that do? Yeah, that does suck. That does suck. That's just pushing it away. Nothing is twisting it. Okay, hang on. Godot, particle, rotate. How to spin? Oh, set billboard mode to particle build. Do I have to make it billboard? I guess that's okay. Billboard, particle billboard. Yeah, that is it. Unfortunately, I didn't really want it to be billboarded, but we'll take it. All right, well, that's certainly doing some things now. There's a lot going on suddenly. All right. Angular velocity? What? Okay, now we want to know what's actually doing this. Spawn angle? Yes, spawn angle is the initial... No, it's not. Okay. Collapse these. Velocity. Initial velocity is fine. Angular velocity. Okay, there we go. Angular velocity is what we want. I think. Probably. I mean, I guess that's all right. I really need to get going. We need to get out of here. Who are we going to raid into? Okay, so Small is doing Repo. Dove is doing Dead Cells. Photon is doing Derail Valley. That's the train game he was talking about. GFE's doing Inamizer Tournament, but no mic. I'm thinking either checking out Derail Valley or Dead Cells with Dove. I'd imagine that a lot of people are already over at Dove's. Dead Cells or Derail Valley. So Derail Valley is apparently similar to the game he's trying to build. Photon is building a game called Lake Hopper about a seaplane. In this game, you are doing stuff on a train, similar to what he's wanting to do. Dead Cells, I don't really know much about. It's mostly going to be Raider Run, so let's go with Dove. The Germ Dove? Thank you all for hanging out. We didn't finish this particle effect, but that's okay, because we'll get it. Look at these sticks. Look at these green sticks everywhere. Beautiful. Wow. Wow. Yeah. Have a good night. Thank you again for all the raids, the follows, the subs, the clips. It's just gonna be that when you cut the grass, we're just gonna toss up some grass particles. So it's gonna look very different from what we've got going on right now. But I at least got the little outline effect I wanted. I will be back online Sunday. Might do a little bit of playing a video game on Sunday, and then Monday we'll be back to dev. Bye everybody. See you next time. Yay!